Manchester City vs Fulham FC 4th of the 2nd 2012 SelMckenzie Selzer-Mckenzie. Author D.Selzer-Mckenzie. My tip: win for Manchester. This is independently of it surely one of the most attractive duels of the 24th round of the English Premier League that the 13th table leader Manchester City centre will receive put London organisation Fulham FC at home. It becomes to observe in a very interesting way how the charges of the coach Mancini after the unexpected defeat against Overton FC in which they have feigned draws will react, primarily because the Londoners have pointed in the last two direct duels against Manchester City centre at Heath. The beginning, 4th of the 2nd 2012, 18:30. There this year's duel was particularly interesting, as the guests, from Manchester in the Craven Cottage Stadium, 2 goals were in the lead, but the obstinate hosts succeeded in the course of the game after the first 45 minutes, but still coming to compensation. How the season has progressed, however, the games of Manchester City centre have gone paler and paler, and it was no wonder so that where they caught up of the town rival with ManU after a long time in the table. Manchester City was conquered by Overton FC after 3 victories in consequence outwards, while ManU has celebrated a home win, so that the charges of the coach Mancini must certainly win, if furthermore they want to stay on the leading position. We can just therefore expect the hosts to go in this duel against the unpleasant Fulham FC prepared at most. What the creativity concerns, so that the tops Dzeko and Aguero have not got enough useable balls, primarily applies to the midfield players who have failed completely. Since Balotelli is still closed for this game, this attack duo probably will be set from the first minute, while the rest of the team should not suffer any greater changes because they must anyway deal without the brothers Toure who are at the Africa Cup. Expected list: City centre: Hard, Richards, Company, Lescourt, Clichy, Barry, Milner, Silva, Nasri, Aguero, Dzeko. The players of Fulham FC also have exactly like Manchester City centre boot the last day when they've played a draw against WBA at home, through which these have broken the good impression after the 5-2 home win against Newcastle. The Londoners can be let at the moment because they are even 9 points in the lead on the teams from the danger area, though, in which it is clear to them that they do not have sufficient quality to take part in the fight for the international positions in the league. The club leadership has just therefore decided to sell its best go-getter to Zamora during the winter transfer time, while Pogrebniak was fetched into the team, Stuttgart. This player shall alternately play in the attack together with Ruiz, Dembele as well as the experienced Johnson until end of the season. In the duel against City centre we, however, shall expect a little more careful game of the Londoners, so that Ruiz from the first minute probably will accumulate, while Dembele is slightly hurt anyway, and it will remain black at the bench together with the defender Grija and the goalkeeper. This does not, because the American midfield player Dempsey also shall help out in the attack, mean that the guests will be less dangerous in the attack. This player is the best goal scorer of Fulham with 10 obtained hits in this season. Expected list: Fulham: Stockdale, Kelly, Hangeland, Sending, Eros, Rice, Murphy, Sidwell, Davies, Dempsey, Duff, Ruiz. Since the Londoners are one of the worst visiting teams in this season, while Manchester City centre has at home credited all 11 victories on the other side of the leaders, it is then definitely an illusion to expect something else than a 3 of the hosts. In our opinion, they will leave all their age out after the defeat against Overton on the Londoners, and therefore we have decided in favour of this a little more courageous tip.